Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded by pageantry and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. The kickoff unit about to go to work. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Okay, so here comes the offense for the first time today. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
I'll tell you what, dude, in today's football, I'm not starting a team without a guy that can do that at the quarterback spot. You see it. He hits the gas, pulls it down quickly, and just goes. Whether he's reading something, whether he's throwing, he is always a threat to run the football. He completely changes the way you play defense.
Pocket starts to collapse. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Offense gets set for second down. The give to the tailback. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Use the play fake. Now to throw. They're bringing heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. He's looking to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Working that deep right side. An excellent concentration on the catch.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. And I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll run the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. Get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss gets the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
Offense getting set for first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quick strike complete. Gets away from one, finds some space. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throwing right. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Throws to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Listen, the comeback route is one of the more difficult routes to throw in college football. You see zone, and they're bailing, getting out of there. Nice job by the receiver, sticking his foot in the ground, coming back to the quarterback, catching the ball. Nice pitch, nice catch.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
They'll run the counter. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
He's got it. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, but the defense tackles him at the 3. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes, like run your route past the sticks so we get the first down, but nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
They'll try to cap off, and the holder, they fake it, pitch it to the tight end. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. I know they wanted to be aggressive, throw caution to the wind. They might have been better off playing it safe there. Works his way for 3 and gets him out to the 5-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Gets it out fast. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The offense lines up at its own 14-yard line. First down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's got it again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
3rd and 10, still back up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Off the play fake on first down. Throws for the tight end. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Well, the receiver getting a little ahead of himself on that one. You saw him calling for the ball. He thought he was wide open. He thought that was going to be an easy catch. The ball finally gets to him, and he drops it. If you're going to call for the ball like that and call your shot, you've got to secure the catch.
They bring the punter onto the field now. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. The play action fake. Coming after him. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They got to him in a heartbeat. Man, was he back there quickly.
Yeah, and you can see the linebackers up near the line of scrimmage. Which one's coming? He comes flying through with great speed. The offense had no clue how to get him blocked, and he gets the big sack.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. On the move. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Wants to throw on second down. It's complete to the left. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. They'll try to get it through the air. He looks that one in nicely. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Looking to go up top on first down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Wants to throw on first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
First down for this offense. Handoff to the single back. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, the guys holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. Ball's out. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
And what a great job by the defense, securing the wide receiver, getting the football out, getting it on the deck, and dadgummit if it didn't bounce, right back to the offense.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. They'll give it to the back. Still on his feet at the 45. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, and man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. On the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defensive end understanding football, understanding that I got to keep outside contained. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility. And how about getting that sucker on the ground? He's a pretty good athlete to be able to corral him, tackle him right in the middle of the field, and get him to the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field. We're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Pressure coming. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. It's a draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the offense trying to catch him off guard a little bit, running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they're able to get the tackle for loss.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Slips through the line. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. 1st down here for the offense. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Williamson. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
Well, they execute the in route. And how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They go to the ground. He's there to make the stop.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. It'll be a draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And they sniff that draw out. With a draw unit, you really have to sell that pass like you're going to throw the ball down the field. But the defensive line, the defense was not fighting, and you could tell they were ready for it. And got on the running back, got him on the ground quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And here comes the punt team. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Caught near the sideline, it's Young. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Trying play action. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got it. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. I got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
Now on first down for this offense. To the ground with the back.
And you want to run the football, right? That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Got his man. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And this junior loves to show off that big arm.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. He's going to pass. He's got the tight end. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Right down the middle. He's got it. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And he's got a touchdown.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're going in, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in games.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Safe completion on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. On second down, he'll let it fly. Pulls it in. It's Young. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Amherst. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's head back to our team inside Alumni Stadium.
Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Well, that didn't bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd and eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Just slithered through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here. Blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, going up top. Caught over the middle. It's Young. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Defenses throughout the week study every 3rd down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
They'll run play action. Fires left. Makes the grab. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Wide out in motion. From the gun, running back on the move. Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They move the tight end all over. Off play action. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense. Being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace. QB making good, smart decisions and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So it's an 80-yard drive, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. 1st down here for the offense. They'll run it from the gun. Picks his way ahead, pickup of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, running back gets to give. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. They go to the draw. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Line gets set, 1st down. He wants to throw, using the quick game. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive 1st down play.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps its drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Using that running game to bludgeon forward, he's got 4 down to the 35. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Right back to him. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
He's going to run it. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Here we go with the run on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. They'll go to the ground. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Really nice stop there for this senior leader. Every journey begins with a step. This offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. You want your defenders to be physical in pass coverage, but they can't be overly aggressive. They can't grab and hold. That's an obvious PI call. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Lowers those pads. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. 2nd down coming up. Leaves it with the running back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they got him for the sack.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
And here comes the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. He'll do it himself. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
They're trying to go option, but the linebacker shows his open field tackling ability and also his recognition. He expected the quarterback to keep it, went after him, was able to make the tackle for loss.
They bring the punter onto the field now. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Catch in the middle, it's Williamson. And it's in there for a touchdown.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They'll throw it on first down. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Finds a soft spot in the middle.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They'll snap it from the 48 on third and short. They keep attacking through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Williamson. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his man down the middle.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
From the 30-yard line on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Couldn't make the play last time. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 30. Quickly complete. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Looking to the end zone. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
PAT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. They put together an 81-yard drive, and the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Makes the catch. It's Williamson. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. The handoff, keep working on that clock. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. He makes the catch. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14. Going to work in the red zone. They can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. The give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And into the end zone for a touchdown.